number of interesting people that I meet at Burning Man every year is without number. Some of the people, I just have to give you a heads up on things they have to say. So this next clip is about a man by the name of Ty. He goes to Burning Man and gives away awards like this to people he believes are productive and interesting people that perhaps ought to be listened to at the Burning Man Festival. I happened to receive one of those awards, but I know I was far more impressed with him than he was with me. And I asked him the question, what do you think that churches have to learn from the Burning Man Festival, and what can they do to get involved in it? This is his answer. You're not going to agree with everything he says, but if you can read between the lines, there's far more you ought to agree with and be challenged by.
The churches and trying to get them to be involved more with some of the more fruitful, functionally helpful parts of what Burning Man does for individuals, groups of individuals, and humanity as a whole. And I think that it might be kind of a sticky interface because churches already do way more than they can, and they're trying not to do low quality, but when you have more things to do and then you have time or resources, the quality has to drop. If you do fewer things, then your time and resources can do a better job. So they're trying to do the fellowship thing. If they don't do a really strong fellowship thing on lots of levels, then they don't get enough funds. They're not able to raise enough funds to stay in operation. And then there's the whole message thing with all the Jesus talk or the Jew talk or the Muslim talk or whatever circles of logic they get from their ancient literature that they've got to filter in. That's a full-time job. And then on top of that, they have to do good so that they can justify taking people's time and money. And doing good is like really expensive in time. It's more expensive in time than it is in treasure, in money. And so how the hell are they going to do all the stuff that they're trying to do just to stay alive and at the same time take in new stuff and grow? That's asking a lot. I mean, I think about the only way you could do that would be to trick them with like candy, like bring them gifts like the Trojan horse. Only instead of having something bad pop out and kill everybody, something good pops out and makes their path more efficient. So they can do all the things that they have to do better and get a little more sleep, and pay their pastors and their nuns and their clergy a little more money, and maybe let them get laid every once in a while, or have enough money to live after the age of 65 or 75. I mean, how does anybody walk past a retired nun who's like 80 or 90 years old and realize that she's living on $11,000 a year? That's just so fucked up. I mean, how do you walk by one without crying? I mean, it's just, their churches are doing the best they can, and this place would suck without them, notwithstanding that a lot of the problems seem to spring from them. They're just like everybody else. They're doing the best they can. They are. They're doing the very best they can, and most people in churches, and I say that grudgingly because I live in the South of the United States, they're doing the best they know how for as long as they possibly can. So throwing rocks at them, that doesn't get any more babies fed, that doesn't get any more unwed mothers, keep from being beat up by people. It doesn't keep the homeless out of the emergency rooms, being mean to them, that doesn't make their load any lighter. But Burning Man, maybe we should give away raffle tickets to clergy and have a camp so that they could have intensive immersion into the 10 principles, and walk around naked for a day, not ministering to people and speaking in single declarative sentences to everyone. They should walk around naked and have people do nice things to them, but they can't talk. That would be so excellent. That would be so excellent because then they would kind of like get a whole group of layers that would be useful to them, because there's things happening out here that don't happen very much in town, in civilization, in the rest of the world, and they're the things that they're trying to get everybody to snap to. It just happens more often out here. Maybe that's it. Maybe we should make an outreach center to clergy. Would that be good?
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, we make a nice big dome, and we have really, really excellent music. I mean, like music that is like the Tangoed Up in the Blues, that you look like a prion spinning off in a particle accelerator as it splits out of a proton. You know, the bike just peels back in, and you're nailed to that music with those 15-inch speakers, you know, for 3 or 4 or 5 hours. And after realizing that you'd been there for hours and you really need to drink, you realize that you've also watched someone dance in 5/4 time with 4 different people and spoke to them in their native language, all 4 native languages. And then you kind of go like, whoa, world's a little bit bigger place than I thought. That would be good. We could do immersion, you know?
I love it.
We could have a Reiki session in the morning, so they get their chakras aligned and the blood flowing, and then we can't let the secrets out of the bag. We'll have to cut off the video there because we don't scare them.
I'm Pastor Phil Wyman from The Gathering in Salem, Massachusetts, and you can find out more about us at salemgathering.org, or you can look me up at burningreligion.com. Thanks.